Stage 9. The Little Queen. Wolf and Woman's mom and dad took some of the children for a picnic. They went to a place called White Falls Hill. It was a warm summery day and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. It was a perfect day for a picnic in the country. Woman's mom had brought a lot of food, so everyone had something to carry. We'll have a picnic at the bottom of the hill, she said. I know a good place to sit. Woman's dad spread out a rug and everyone sat down. This is a great picnic, said Biff. These sandwiches are really good, and this is a great place on a clay like this, said Woman. I can see for miles. You can see even more from the top of the hill, said Woman's dad. After the picnic, the children wanted to walk up the hill. Biff and Wolf began to run ahead. They both wanted to be first to get to the top. I'll race you up there, called Biff. Woman's mom called everyone back. Look at all the litter you have left behind, she said. Woman's mom made the children pick up all the litter. She told them to put it in a bag. We'll make a litter. We'll take the litter back to the car with the picnic things, she said. This place would look terrible if everyone left cans and pockets behind. They took picnic things back to the car. Then they walked up the hill. It was quite a long time to get to the top. Everyone sat down for a rest. That's why, said Woman, I can see for miles and miles. The houses and cars look really small. A strange-looking aircraft flew fast. What's that? asked Chip. It looked like a flying chair. It's a meteorite, said Woman's dad. I suppose it looked a bit like a car with wings. I've loved the flying one, said Biff. I wouldn't, said Chip. It doesn't look safe. They walked through a wood. Fluffy ran in and out of the trees. Suddenly he yawned. Oh no, said Chip. Look at Fluffy. I think he's hurt himself. Fluffy couldn't walk properly. He started to limp. His paw was bleeding. Woman's mom looked at Fluffy's paw. It looks like he's cut it, she said. We'll find a broken bottle. He must have cut it on this, she said. Woman's mom was angry. It was so dangerous to leave broken bottles lying about, she said. The children wanted to play cricket, so they had the game before they went home. Fluffy tried to join in, but he couldn't because his paw was too sore. Poor old Fluffy, said Biff. Just his luck and step on some broken glass. At last it was time to go home. Thank you for taking us, said the children. All this pressure had made me hungry, said Woman's dad. Maybe we can stop for something to eat on the way home. Hooray, said everyone. Everyone wanted chicken and chips, so Woman's dad stopped to get some. I wonder why food tastes better when you eat outside, said Wolf. It tastes good because we're all hungry, said Woman's dad. Then, when they had finished, Chip and Wolf looked for a litter bin. There was only one bin, and it was full. Chip threw it clear on the ground. I don't think we should do that, said Biff. Well, what else can we do, said Wolf. The litter bin is full, so what does it matter? The children were tired after the picnic. Chip was glad to get into the bed. The magic key was in the box next to Chip's bed. Suddenly the key began to glow. Oh no, gasped Chip. This means the magic adventure, and I'm on my own. Keeper's asleep, and Biff is still downstairs. The magic whisked Chip through the door of the little house. He felt himself spinning round and round. Half caught. He knew that he wasn't going to enjoy this adventure. I wish Biff was here, he thought. The magic took Chip to a little queen's palace. It was a horrible place. There was litter and junk everywhere. The little queen was sitting on a throne. She had two giant rocks by her side. I knew this was going to be a bad adventure, he thought Chip. Welcome to my kingdom, said the little queen. You can start working right away. Start work, gasped Chip. What did you mean? Your job is to help me spread litter and junk everywhere. There is still plenty of pretty places to spoil. The little queen took Chip to the little. There were plenty of litter and junk everywhere. It looks horrid, said Chip, and it smells horrid. It smells horrid, snapped the little queen. She snapped her foot crossly. It's lovely and it's time for you to do some work. The little queen gave Chip a uniform to put on. Take a large bag and fill it with litter, she ordered. You can start by making a mess of your front and playground. If you don't make a good job of it, I will get very angry. Oh, I don't like this, thought Chip unhappily. The little queen took Chip to a park. She told him to start spraying litter. The park looked tidy, but soon it was covered with cans and paper. Chip didn't want to spoil the park. It looked good before we came, said she thought, but now it's horrid. Little Queen watched Chip. Come on, she shouted crossly. I want this park to look a complete mess. Chip wanted to throw all his litter in a bin, but he was afraid of the Little Queen. This is a horrid adventure, he thought. These are my micro-lights, said the Little Queen. I use them to spread litter all over the countryside. You will fly in this micro-light, she said. I don't want to, said Chip. I don't want to spread out the litter of the countryside. How dare you, started the Little Queen. Do as you're told. If you don't, I'll lock you up with my giant rocks. Chip was so frightened of the Little Queen that he climbed onto the micro-light. I wish this adventure was over, he thought. The micro-light took off. Soon it was flying over a countryside. Chip held on tight. Below him he could see streams and tiny houses. He could see woods and green hills. The countryside looked so pretty, he thought. Oh no, gasped Chip. That looks like a place where we had a picnic, and I can see wood where Prophet called Paul. The micro-light began to fly lower. This was the place he had to drop the litter. I don't want to drop litter here, he thought. I hate the magic key, said Chip. I don't like this adventure. I wish it was over. Suddenly the micro ran out of control. It began to spin. It went round and round, getting faster and faster. Chip's bag of litter burst open. Chip was falling. He seemed to be falling for a very long time. He was falling with litter and there were cans and bottles and bags and wrappers. Everything was spinning round and round. The magic key flew out of Chip's pocket. Where is the magic key? Shouted Chip. I must find the magic key. Chip was in bed. The adventure was over. But was it a magic adventure or just a bad dream? Mom and Dad heard Chip shouting. They came to his room to see what's wrong. You are having a bad dream, said Mom. I suppose you ate too much at the picnic. It was a magic adventure, said Chip, but I lost the key. Dad looked at Mom. Perhaps it's not real, he said. Perhaps it's got a temperature. The next day, Chip was at school. He spoke to Mr. Johnson in the playground. "Look at all the litter," he said. There are crabs and packages and whispers all over the ground. "Yes," said Mr. Johnson, "but how do you stop everyone from throwing litter on the ground?" "Let's do a litter project," Chip said. The Jordan and Mr. Johnson class picked up all the litter around the school. Then they made a poster and wrote down stories. Mr. Johnson put the project on Save Our Countryside competition. Mr. Johnson's class won the competition. Chip won special prize for his story called A Little Coin. An important person came to give out the prizes. "That was a very good story, Chip," she said. "It was a nightmare," said Chip. The end.